Hey you guys, fun video this morning. I am going to show you all the things that I got at the yard sale that we went to in Lake Placid, my free haul, and a couple other things. I have an idea for a bag of stuff that I got, and I really wanted to show you what my Halloween-y idea was. Speaking of Halloween, I have one cute little black kitten over here. Actually, not so little. He's like 10 pounds now, you guys. They both are each. He's actually really cute right now and very quiet, but I know this won't last long, so I gotta get right to this and show you what I got in our haul. And let me just tell you, every single thing was free, so remember that. Keep that in mind, because I might say it once or twice. I'll try not to say it after every single thing. Let's just do this. Putting together like a little
Halloween vignette on my coffee table
and hoping that the kittens, the very big kittens, don't notice the stuff and knock it off. So fingers crossed. I will get to that later, but I want to show you this haul because there are quite a few things in here that you need to see, and one of them leads into my little craft that I want to show you. So let's do this. Okay, so first off, this huge basket. I don't really want to lift it because she's heavy, but it's in very good shape. I got two of these shelves. I don't know if they'll ever use them. I have no clue, but they already have the little hanger things on the back. Two of those, and the cost was free. I'll try it again, not to say that after every single thing, but every single thing in this basket was free. Free, free, free. Okay, let's get to it. So this basket, I thought absolutely adorable, and it's sturdy. Now I've washed this stuff, all of it, but what I did with this is I just washed it in some warm soapy water and put it out in the sun to dry, and voila! But like, so sturdy. I'm impressed with this little guy. Cost, you know how much. I got a bunch of these bags. They're just canvas, but like, they're actually really cute. I call these blanks. So sometimes instead of giving like a gift bag, I will personalize these and give these to the person for gifts or for gifts. All the gifts. So anyways, I got, I think, about 5 of these. $0. Like, there was a huge stack of these, and these are boxes. I didn't really actually look at them at the place, but they just fold into like a little square. Cute as a bug. Quite a few of them. I could have snagged a whole lot more, but I don't even have any use for them right now, so I just grabbed a little bit, and it was hard not to take them all. Okay, but I didn't want to be greedy because I think there's probably other people that were going to go and be just as excited as Mark and I were. So I got these little things, and I will show you. There's a whole pile of them. It almost looks like a latch for a jewelry box. And I'm going to put that back in there, and then all of these little, I don't even know what they are, I guess. Oh, you know what? They are. They're for the back, like the music part, like a turny thing, I think. So there's that. And then these little hinges. So it looks like he's maybe making little boxes or little jewelry boxes or music boxes. So yeah, I'm just gonna put those back in the little bag though. They're free. I was pretty stoked about this little thing. It does have a lid. I forget where the lid is. It's around here somewhere. I think it's on the dining room table. Like the perfect souvenir from Lake Placid. Now, no offense to the person that made this thing,
but the lettering kind of bled a little bit shoddy work.
Adorable. And speaking of adorable, Comet's so cute over there. He's asleep. I have to show you. He sleeps with his one eye open sometimes. It kind of creeps me out. If one of my friends is watching, I wish this was Ball and not Atlas, but it's Atlas, and here we are. They're jars, but I got 2 of these. Like, I don't even know if they're, I'm assuming that they're old. There's like bubbles in the glass and everything, you guys. Like, how cool are they? I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I have no clue. And like with a candle in it at the bottom, a fake candle. That's what we're doing these days, fake candles. And you know how much they were? Free. Okay, almost done here. These little guys, cute, handmade little ornaments. How cute are those? I thought, how cute would they be on a gift for somebody? I like doing that instead of name tags if I have time. Some years I just don't have the time. Here's the basket. I actually don't love the color of it. It looks kind of dingy. Somebody has painted it, I'm assuming. I've just seen online how you could make this look like an actual like wicker color. I'm gonna have to look into it and do a little bit of research. I might change that to this, and I don't like that it's glossy. It's kind of cheapy, weirdy looking. But, and I'm not doing that right now. I'm just gonna put it in my stash and remember that I have it and get to it when I need to. Or if I feel inspired. That's what I do all the time with these things. So this lastly, this looks like nothing to anybody. Hold you a bit closer. So this and this, they're like packages. Now I don't know if somebody made these squares. I feel like they might have bought them. They are all the same size. It's just the two different colors. See the difference? Yeah, like, I had an idea with these, not the stained one because it's a bit of a waste if I use it as stained. He just woke up. Let's just sit here for a minute. Oh, and I got this purse too. What's that? Oh, their nails are deadly. Like this purse, I don't think I'll ever use it, but it's adorable. And it's leather. Like, what? Like, how cute is that? It was free. All of this stuff was free. Did I mention that? What is in here? Oh, maybe the lid is in here. No, nothing's in there. Yeah, hiya. Hey, excuse me. Don't use your nails, bud. And they're just learning how to not use their nails. This one's a little slower than Apollo. He just gets too excited. Oh, this thing, it's almost like a table runner. I just thought it was so cute. It says like a trim on it. I don't know what I'll use it for. I just like this little pattern on it. I think someone's probably just sewed it onto a drop cloth and didn't do a great job. Look at me judging somebody else's sewing. For shame. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff away, and I wanna show you a couple more things and then we'll get into the craft because this is where it gets good. Well, better for you guys. Hold on one second.
All right, so let's get into that Halloween craft that I promised you. First off, I want to mention I don't typically decorate for Halloween, but I did happen to see this skull and this black cat whilst we were in the States. How adorable. This skull looks like wicker, but actually it's like a concrete. Cool. It was like $10 at Walmart. And this little cat, I think I got this at the Target dollar spot. Now, don't quote me. I'm not 100% sure. It was kind of a blur because it was a little bit overwhelming and I was a little overstimulated in the Target there. It was so busy. Anyways, moving on. This little cat, I think it's adorable. I'm just going to use a tea light in it, but I kind of want it a little different. So I will show you that later on in the video, but I do want to make a couple of tea light holders. Now, you guys, I'm going to probably give these to our daughters. I might keep one. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make a few of them. I want to get rid of this bag of skulls that I have. So I knew I wanted to spray paint these things is why I was doing this outside. I kind of wanted to, I'm going to say, marry it all together by spraying the entire thing black. Now, I just used what I had on hand. I believe it is a matte black spray paint. I didn't really care if it had a shine or not. I preferred it not to because what I'm going to do to the cat later is actually give that a quick spray as well because I don't love the shine. It just looks like a black blob on the table. So I wanted to spray that as well, but you will see that later on in the video. Let's get back to the skull themed tea light holder. Now, I got this bag of skulls at the dollar store. I think it was Dollarama, if I'm not mistaken. And I had all kinds of wooden dowels that I probably should have cut looking back on it because I couldn't find my little tool to cut it. And I actually had to get Mark to cut it with the saw. He's in the midst of doing all of the baseboards in our bathroom. So I'm pretty excited. It's getting to the finishing touches, like I've said before. And I think our last video, our bathroom renovation, it's coming to an end. I'm just taking my glue gun and kind of melting a hole in the bottom and the top of the skull. And then I'm just wiggling it down onto the dowel. Now you guys can make these however tall you want because they are going to stack on top of each other. And then I'm going to eventually stick it on the wood round base and to put those little squares on the top for the tea light to actually sit on. I am pretty excited to see how this turns out, you guys. I don't know. I just have it in me to just do something a little spooky and a little Halloween-y, like I said. Now, I try to get these as straight as possible, which really, in the grand scheme of things, because they are fake tea lights, it doesn't really matter as long as the actual tea light doesn't go sliding off. But regardless, I think they kind of give it a little bit more whimsy if you make them a little off, and that's what I'm sticking to. So now these were those little squares that I got for, you know how much they cost, to put on top. I figure one was just not enough. It needed a little bit more bulk. So I stuck two together and then just stuck it on top of the skulls. I needed quite a bit of glue. I probably should have tilted the one skull a little bit down so I had more surface area to stick the wood on top of the skull. But regardless, I'm sure it'll be just fine. If any of you have been noticing my horrible nails at this point, I wanted to wait till I was finished spray painting because no, I don't wear gloves while I'm spray painting, and I knew that I would definitely get some on my nails, so I didn't want to wreck a new manicure, if you know what I'm saying. So once they were completely dry, I brought them inside and gave them a little dust off because of all of the sawdust. And you guys were a little blurry there for a minute because I literally had a plastic bag over top of the camera so it wouldn't get all dusty. No, you guys have seen this before in the past, definitely on this channel, but I'm sure on other crafters' channels as well. It is a clear wax / white paint mix. I'm just eyeballing this. I kind of do a half and half, but it doesn't really matter. If you don't have enough white paint, you just do it again. Or if you didn't want too much white paint, you'll wipe it off. So what I'm doing here is I'm mixing it up, slathered on the entire candle holder. Now, because this is a wax, it's very soft and it takes a little while for it to, I'm going to say, cure. So I am using paper towel instead of touching it with my fingers because my fingerprint would show up on this. Wipe it off where you want to wipe it off, or smush it off, or pat it off. However you want to get the excess off of these things, it's totally up to you. I went in on one and I didn't go too heavy on the wax, but then I thought, you know what? I kind of want them a little bit more, I don't know, aged, old, cementy, kind of a gothic-y kind of a look. I don't even know what I would call this. But so I went a little bit heavier, and I found that in the eye sockets was the most fun. You kind of had to like dab it out though in the eye sockets because otherwise it like accumulated and it looked like I was going to put little googly eyes in them. So I just wiped those out and no problem. And if you want more once it dries, go ahead and add more. Taking it off might be a little bit of a harder thing to do. You could probably rub it off if you rubbed hard enough. And what happens is the white wax gets stuck in all the little crevices on the skull or any little nook and cranny. And when you wipe it off, you see the little line and the little indent. It actually makes the features of the whatever you're waxing stand out, which is really kind of a neat way to emphasize it. But no, I was pretty happy with the way these turned out, you guys. Wait till you see them like at night and all lit up. They're kind of spooky and I'm here for it. So now I have no idea where the footage of me actually spray painting this house was. But anyways, regardless, I went outside to spray the cat, not the real cat, people, the little ceramic cat that I got at the Target, I think the Target dollar spot. I went outside and I found this thing blown away. All you see is me collecting it. And once that was dry, I just brought it inside, and I actually had these little orange lights that I had gotten at the dollar store a long time ago in my stash, and I just literally taped it to the back, and I'm going to set it up against a little wall in my front hallway, and I will show you that later, but I just wanted to show you what I did with it. You could probably hot glue the little wire onto the back of this thing, but I don't know. I don't think it was really necessary. Okay, so finally getting to this little guy. I used that same can of spray paint to spray this little black cat, more of a matte sheen, because I don't know, I just didn't like the shininess. Like I said before, you didn't really see any of the features on the little cat. It just looked like a little black blob with a candle on its butt.
You still here? They turned out way better than I thought they were going to, and it just adds like a little creepiness, which I don't do creepy typically. Not at all, actually. Horror movies, I'm not a fan. You guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and all of our Canadian friends, have a happy Thanksgiving this weekend. We are working away like crazy to finish up the bathroom upstairs. I know it's been a long time coming, and thank you guys for sticking around. And with that said, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We would much appreciate it. We're trying to get to the next step, so clickety click, Barbara Trick on that little subscribe button. Anybody who knew that reference then knew that they're around the same age as me and Mark. So there's that. Anyways, guys, have a good one, and we shall see you in our next video. Bye.